one brown, with a long sausage body balanced on delicate Sheraton legs, a white plume of a tail, and an overwhelming desire to love. Certainly, I was the one who fed and walked her most often, so perhaps it's true that I got an extra dose of devotion, but she had plenty to share round. And here was my husband, shopping online for another dog, preferably with a bit more love for him and less for me, to balance things out. "You'll feel much better if you cuddle one of these." He'd held up a screen full of cockapoo puppies. "I will not," I snarled, and that's when the fight kicked off. Our dog fight. Once I'd made it clear that I didn't want another dog straight away, and he'd made it clear he does, we quickly ramped it up to ranting at each other, all sorts of nonsense, at the end of which Paddy accused me of not loving him any more. I was sobbing too much to deny it. At least, that's my excuse. I slammed my way up to bed while he stayed downstairs. After a long cry, a self-pitying message left unsent to my best friend Lou, and 3 podcasts I didn't take in, I went back down and found Paddy asleep on the sofa, the TV still streaming back-to-back episodes of Game of Thrones, all flying fake fur, plats and blood. I'm not sure he took on board my apology as he zombied up to bed. I'm not sure he even really woke up to hear me say that of course I love him. I always regret shouting the first thing that comes into my hot head when we fight. But I was still furious with him about the dog idea. And now I was angry with myself for jabbering out a tired surrender. I lay awake until dawn, feeling like the world was about to end, although that's nothing new either. Hello, insomnia. What doom shall we showcase at 5 a.m. today? Ah, yes. Paddy's leaving because you said such unforgivable things. Then there's your failure to make your children's futures safe, and if we need more, there's the old undiagnosed tumour worry again. The only thing new was that Artie no longer crept up into the bed to try to lick my tears away. Kind, gentle Artie, who wasn't afraid of death, while I am terrified. If I die, I wondered, will Paddy be straight on his phone, swiping left and right to try to find my replacement too? Artie's dead, the disloyal bitch, and I miss her revoltingly. I don't want another dog. Another life? That's a different matter. Chapter 1. Drive time. "Sorry," I mouthed at Paddy, who was reversing out of the drive to take Edward to school after a quick car shuffle. Our younger son's taken against the transport that the council provides to convey children to his special school, an hour's gridlocked rush-hour drive away. This morning's meltdown on the driveway was his fiercest yet, our new neighbours peering from an upstairs window. It's the 3rd day in a row Paddy's been forced to take Edward in by car. Sitting beside his father, earphones on and waving goodbye, Edward looks as though the last half hour of screaming, biting and kicking hasn't happened. Paddy raises his hand farewell, stone-faced, as wrung out by it as I am. We're still licking wounds after the dog fight, and now this. He thinks I'm too soft on Edward. I think he shouts at him too much. I wish I could have been the one to take him in, but I need to be at work in 20 minutes, and it takes half an hour to get there. I manoeuvre my car back up the drive and leave the engine running, while I dash in for my work bag and to brief Summer, whose bus isn't for another hour. "Can you remember to hand that form in to the office, or we'll be fined? And please look for your lost jacket and art portfolio today. Cat, out of your room before you leave the house." I've been saying much the same since she was in year 7 like Edward, and now she's taking A-levels with no noticeable improvement. I hug her. "Goodbye. Love you." She shrugs.